be as in shape as we were when we were 25, when we're 45?
We can be different.
Different, okay.
There are lots and lots of examples all over of either people staying healthy. I mean, look at Tom Brady. He's a great example, right?
Cristiano Ronaldo is a great example. This
Oh
guy's
my
got an
God, I
eight
just
pack.
saw him the other day playing, actually in this Europe tournament. I just saw him playing. There are lots of examples of that from pro sports now. But even in mere mortal athletes, they're posting all over the internet how they have maintained. Or many people, a light bulb turns off and they say, I'm sitting on my rear end. I'm as strong today as I'm ever going to be unless I do something. And we have pictures of people investing in weightlifting and high protein meals and getting in better shape than they ever were. I was in the best shape of my life when I was 40. And then I went through perimenopause and thought I was going to die. And now I'm 57. I'm in some of the best shape of my life. I'm not 19% body fat like I was when I was 40, but as a whole person, this is the best it's ever been.
It's really interesting as a football fan, a soccer fan. It is called football. As a football fan, seeing how two different players at the same age, I'm thinking about, I won't name names because it makes it personal, but someone like Cristiano Ronaldo, and I compare him to another player from my club, Manchester United, Cristiano played there at one point, who is also 41 years old, or whatever Cristiano is now. And they look 15, 20 years apart.
Really?
Cristiano Ronaldo carried on playing. He, by all accounts, from things that I hear at Manchester United, has the most discipline with his routine, his nutrition. And then another player who, at the time when they both played together in their 30s, they kind of looked the same physically.
Yes.
But just because for some reason they let go, it almost appears that they let go. They got on the alcohol a little bit, their diet shifted. They now look like they're 15 years older than Cristiano. But at 35, they kind of look the same. They both had abs. And it's so crazy how just a couple of years of just kind of forgetting about these simple disciplines can send your perceived trajectory of your health so widely apart. Whereas Cristiano, he literally looks like, when
I saw him, he did a penalty kick.
Yeah, I'll put a photo of him, the physique he's in, up on the screen, because Whoop, who are a sponsor of mine, a sponsor of this podcast, they went out there recently to Saudi Arabia, I believe, where he's playing, and they did a topless poolside interview with him, and I was like, Jesus, my God.
Look at that.
And I compare him to his colleagues.
I contend to you, though, that colleague, because he's still in his 40s, if they put the time back in, could become ripped again.
The basics there that I need to think about in order to be a Cristiano Ronaldo as opposed to another one of his colleagues that didn't manage to stay in shape.
Yes.
What are those fundamentals that you think Cristiano's hitting, or from your work with athletes?
Yeah. I think that I think we harness the power of our age, the wisdom of our age. So he probably works out now differently than he did when he was 25. He probably, and I don't know his routine, but people like Dara Torres or Michael Phelps, they spend more time on recovery, more time on muscle work. They're very systematic about their workouts. They do max min. They get the maximum workout in their skill set, their skill workouts. They're not out on the field for 4 hours anymore. They get an hour and a half in. They work on the skills they need to do. So they're smarter, right? Number two, nutrition is monitored from literally. When one of my jobs at the University of Pittsburgh was as the medical director of the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex. We housed the Penguins, the Pittsburgh Penguins, which is the professional hockey team. They had a full-time chef from the minute they woke up. They came in for breakfast. Lunch was cooked. All snacks were provided. Even the food on the airplanes was provided so that they had this very regimented diet full of the nutrition they needed, not only to fuel them, but to recover them. So that's nutrition. Nothing is a mistake. Number three, their workouts are not only the skilled workouts, but the conditioning workouts are completely monitored. I mean, you're sponsored by Whoop. Whoop takes care of a lot of athletes. We know their recovery state. We know how well they slept the night before. We know their response to the heavy lifting. So I think that athletes at that level are able to maintain the way they are because it's a science. Also, frankly, they're genetically specimens. They got this great cytoplasm they were born with.